Misse Beqiri is facing one of the most heartbreaking moments of her life following the devastating loss of Jake Hall, the reality television personality, known to many fans from her appearances on Ladies of London, has been left grieving after the sudden passing of someone who once played a major role in her life. Although their romantic relationship ended some time ago, the bond they shared through their child remains strong, making this tragedy especially painful for everyone involved. The news of Jake Hall's passing, at just 35 years old, shocked fans, friends, and members of the reality television community. Many people remembered Jake and Misse as a couple who openly shared parts of their lives with the public. Their relationship had its ups and downs, but viewers could see the genuine connection they once had. Because of this, news of Jake's death spread quickly, leaving many supporters heartbroken and searching for answers about what happened. For Misse Beqiri, this loss goes far beyond headlines or celebrity news. Jake Hall was not simply someone she once dated. He was the father of her child, someone connected to her through years of memories, shared experiences, and important moments that shaped both of their lives. Losing someone with whom you share such deep personal history can bring overwhelming emotions, and many people can only imagine the grief she must be experiencing right now. Since the tragic announcement, Misse has expressed her emotions through emotional social media posts and heartfelt tributes dedicated to Jake. Her messages reveal a woman trying to process unimaginable pain, while also honoring the memory of someone she once loved deeply. Fans who have followed her journey over the years have been touched by the honesty and vulnerability she has shown during this difficult time. One of Misse's tributes especially captured the attention of fans because of how personal and emotional it felt. Her words reflected the sadness of losing someone too soon, and the difficulty of accepting such a sudden tragedy. She spoke about Jake's character, their memories together, and the impact he had on her life and the life of their child. Her tribute painted a picture of someone trying to hold on to precious memories while dealing with overwhelming sorrow. The reaction online has been filled with sympathy and support. Fans, friends, and fellow reality television personalities have shared condolences and messages of encouragement for Misse and her family. Many people understand how devastating it must be to lose someone at such a young age, especially when children and loved ones are left behind to cope with the emotional aftermath. Jake Hall's passing has also reminded many people of the reality behind public relationships. While celebrity couples are often discussed through headlines and social media posts, there are always real emotions involved behind the scenes. Misse Beqiri's emotional response has shown fans the deeply human side of grief and loss. Her words have resonated with many because they reflect emotions that countless people experience after losing someone important. Throughout their time in the public eye, Jake and Misse experienced both happy moments and challenges. Fans watched parts of their relationship unfold on television, making many people feel emotionally connected to their story. Even after they separated, there was still mutual respect and a shared commitment to co-parenting their child. This continued connection makes the loss even more heartbreaking for those closest to them. As details surrounding Jake Hall's death continue to emerge, people continue to focus on supporting Misse and their child during this painful chapter. Losing a loved one unexpectedly can create feelings of shock, confusion, sadness, and disbelief all at once. Many supporters have praised Misse for her strength in publicly honoring Jake, while privately navigating such intense grief. The emotional tributes shared by Misse also serve as a reminder of how fragile life can be. Many fans have reflected on the importance of appreciating loved ones and cherishing meaningful relationships while they still can. Tragedies like this often encourage people to think more deeply about family, connection, and the memories we create with those closest to us. For Misse Beqiri, healing from this loss will likely take a long time. Grief does not disappear overnight, and every person experiences it differently. Some people find comfort in sharing memories publicly, while others choose to grieve privately. Misse appears to be honoring Jake through heartfelt words and reflections that celebrate his life and the bond they once shared. The impact of Jake Hall's passing extends beyond just one family. Friends and supporters who knew him personally have also shared emotional reactions and memories. Many describe him as someone full of life, someone who cared deeply for those around him, and someone whose loss leaves a painful emptiness behind. The sadness surrounding his passing is felt by many people who knew him both personally and through television appearances. As fans continue to follow updates surrounding the tragedy, there has been an overwhelming amount of compassion directed toward Misse Beqiri. Social media has become a place where people are offering condolences, sharing supportive messages, and expressing heartbreak over the devastating news. The response shows just how much people connected with Jake and Misse's story over the years. Misse's emotional tributes continue to stand out because they reveal the reality of grief behind the public image of fame and celebrity life. Despite being in the spotlight, she is experiencing the same pain, confusion, and heartbreak that anyone would feel after losing someone significant. Her words remind people that loss affects everyone, regardless of public status or recognition. Many people are especially thinking about the child Jake and Misse shared together. Losing a parent at a young age is an unimaginable tragedy, and supporters have expressed hope that Misse will find the strength and support needed to guide their child through this painful experience. Family and close friends will undoubtedly play an important role in helping them cope during such a difficult time. As more tributes continue to appear online, many people are choosing to focus on celebrating Jake Hall's life rather than only mourning his death. Friends and fans have shared positive memories, kind words, and stories that highlight the impact he had on those around him. These moments of remembrance help keep his memory alive and provide comfort to loved ones struggling with grief. Misse Beqiri's public response has also encouraged conversations about mental and emotional health during periods of grief. Losing someone suddenly can affect every part of a person's life, making emotional support incredibly important. Many people have applauded her honesty and vulnerability in expressing emotions that are often difficult to put into words. The tragic loss of Jake Hall serves as a painful reminder that life can change unexpectedly. One moment, everything feels normal, and the next, families and loved ones are left trying to understand unimaginable heartbreak. For Misse, the reality of losing someone who was once such an important part of her life is something she will likely carry with her forever. Fans of Ladies of London continue to revisit moments from the show featuring Jake and Misse, remembering happier times and reflecting on the connection they shared. Those memories now carry a different emotional weight following the tragic news. Many viewers feel sadness not only for Jake's passing, but also for the pain now being experienced by Misse and their child. Although grief can feel isolating, the support surrounding Misse Beqiri shows that many people care deeply about what she is going through. Messages of sympathy from around the world continue pouring in as fans express love and support for her family. These gestures may not remove the pain, but they can provide comfort during such a heartbreaking period. Jake Hall's passing has left a lasting emotional impact on everyone who knew him or followed his journey. His death at such a young age is a tragedy that continues to shock many people. For Misse Beqiri, however, this loss is deeply personal. Beyond the headlines and public attention lies a grieving mother trying to cope with the loss of someone who was once one of the most important people in her life. As time moves forward, many supporters hope Misse and her child will eventually find healing and peace while continuing to cherish the memories they shared with Jake. Grief may never completely disappear, but love and remembrance often remain forever. Through her emotional tributes and heartfelt messages, Misse Beqiri has shown the world just how meaningful Jake Hall was to her, and how deeply his loss will always be felt. The story of Misse Beqiri and Jake Hall is one that reminds people of the complexity of relationships, the permanence of family bonds, and the pain that comes with losing someone too soon. Even after relationships end, emotional connections can remain powerful, especially when children and shared experiences are involved. That reality is what makes this tragedy especially heartbreaking for many people watching from afar. In the days following the news, fans have continued to revisit Misse's tributes, finding emotion in every word she shared. Her honesty has touched many people because it reflects universal feelings of heartbreak, loss, and remembrance. While the world may know them through television and social media, the emotions involved are painfully real and deeply human. The overwhelming support directed toward Misse Beqiri during this time reflects how strongly people sympathize with her situation. Many fans simply want her to know she is not alone as she navigates this devastating chapter in her life. The kindness and compassion shown online demonstrate the power of empathy during moments of tragedy and grief. Jake Hall's memory will continue living on through the people who loved him, the memories he created, and the child he shared with Misse Beqiri. While his passing has brought immense sadness, it has also reminded people of the importance of love, family, and appreciating the moments we share with those close